Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. So this is now episode 13, and just before we get into this, as I am uploading this on Saturday morning, I want to get you guys commenting in the comments down below what you think the score will be for Preston's match this afternoon against Reading. Obviously, if the match hasn't already happened when you're watching this, I definitely want to get you guys commenting what you think the score will be in the comments down below. I'd be very interested to see some of your guys' score predictions. So actually going into this game now, Ipswich do get off to the brightest start in this game. They managed to forge a pretty good opening chance there, but in the end they just blaze it over the bar, and it's pretty interesting to see. We obviously still have Chris Kirkland in net for this career mode, as he has been absolutely exceptional in this career mode, but in contrast to that, Jordan Pickford in real life has been in insane form at the moment, and he could potentially be recalled from Sunderland. So I'd be interested to know your guys' opinions on what you think I should do with Jordan Pickford in this career mode. Whether you think I should buy him back potentially and then use and sort of grow him in this career mode, I guess. But anyway, sticking with this match, we do get a good chance here with Stevie May. Stevie May manages to get the shot away in the end, but their goalkeeper makes a good save. But yeah, like I was saying before, the point I was trying to make was, do you think that next season I should try and pursue a permanent deal for Jordan Pickford in this career mode, or do you just think that I should stick with Chris Kirkland? Because let's be honest, Chris Kirkland has been pretty exceptional for us so far, and he's been growing pretty rapidly as well, considering how old he is. But in the end, that Ipswich game did actually finish 0-0. It wasn't actually too much of an interesting match, if I was honest, but still going into the next game, or actually before we do that, I actually will show you guys some of the player training. So this is the thing that I've been doing really away from camera lately. I've not really been showing much of my player training lately, as I think that you don't really want to see this too often, but I'll show you it now and again just so you can get an idea of the players I'm training and also how they are progressing. So the next game we are going into, guys, will be against Hull City. So this will be an interesting game. Obviously it's at the KC Stadium, a licensed stadium on this year's game, guys, and Jamie Walker manages to forge the opening chance of this game. A very lively player, and I absolutely love playing with him. I said this in last episode, guys, but playing him on the left hand side, since he's right footed, he's so fun to cut inside with, and he almost gets a goal past Alan McGregor there. Very unlucky that he doesn't actually manage to do that in the end. But going away to the KC Stadium, of course Hull were going to have their chances. It's their player manages to get a ball in from the right hand side, good ball in, but in the end it just goes wide. Ahead of there, a good opportunity for Hull as well, and you'd really be expecting their players to bury that. I think that was Quinn who had the chance there. It was a good chance on his head, and I thought that was going in, but in the end it did go wide, and Kirkland wasn't actually forced into a save in the end, which was all goal. But since I decided to play Brownhill in this match, he almost manages to forge his way into the goal there. A very speculative effort from the youngster Josh Brownhill there, but the reason I decided to play him in this match was because he's been progressing so well in training lately that I thought that Alan Brown's been getting a lot of game time recently, so I thought I'd give Josh Brownhill a chance, and he actually played really well in this game. So we keep on persisting with our pressure, and then in the end Stevie May has a chance. He gets the ball back a second time, and it manages to go in and beat Alan McGregor. It was a bit of luck in the end there, as Stevie May took the original shot which got blocked, but then on the rebound Stevie May manages to follow it in, and that did mean that we were 1-0 up away at the KC Stadium. This would be an absolutely massive result, but as you can see there, their defender managed to get a good block, and he actually used both feet with this. I think he took the original shot with his left foot and then followed it in the second shot with his right foot. It was a very good finish in the end from Stevie May, and he's been within the goals lately. Last episode he managed to get his first goal in a long time, and he's continued this in this game against Hull, guys. So we really do want to keep Stevie May scoring, and I think that playing him in the centre forward position is the position where we'll get the most out of him, really. But straight after we had scored, Hull came straight back at us and managed to find an equaliser. It was so easy for Hull to get an equaliser in the end, which was really disappointing. We really do need to sort out crosses going in, because we don't have the biggest defence. I've said this quite a few times in this career mode, but we don't have the biggest defence, and our biggest exposure at the back this season has been crosses coming in and the opposition scoring headers or getting touches down, and us not clearing the ball well enough in the box, really, because there's absolutely nothing that Kirkland can do in the end, and it's Quinn in the end who just gets an easy tap in the end at the back post, and really Kirkland never stood a chance with that. But Hull do get another chance here in the last minute of the game. Could they finish it? Oh, he hits the crossbar of the post. He doesn't manage to follow it in. And in the end, I was so relieved this didn't go in. But Hull were persisting with their chances. Could they get another chance here? Manages to fall to their player, but Kirkland manages to get to it in the end. And in the end, guys, that was actually how that match did finish. So it managed to finish a respectable 1-1. I would have taken that going into this game probably. And I was very happy with the 1-1 in the end, in the grand scheme of things. So guys, the next thing I decided to do before we go into the next game is I actually decided to ask the board for a bit of money. So I decided to ask for 200 grand in the end. So the reason for this being that a couple of our players are out of contract at the end of the season, and Daniel Johnson comes to me here saying that he would like a new contract since he thinks he's been progressing well and playing well in real life. So I can agree with that, and I think that he does deserve a new contract. So I decided to grant him his new contract. He wants a massive 9 grand, which is a massive increase on what he's on at the moment. But to be fair to him, he is 68 rated now. He has been progressing quite well, and looking at the players who are expiring this year, I definitely want to tie some of these players down. Definitely Josh Brownhill is one I really desperately want to tie down. He's asking for a bit much though, considering how much DJ wants to pay increase by, so it's really hard to manage all these players that are running out at the end of the season. But I think that with the end of season bonus, we should be able to get a little bit of money from that as well. But we decided to offer Chris Kirkland a new contract as well, as I definitely would like to tie him down at the end of the season, guys. So once again, I'm showing you the player training, still training the same players: Brownhill, Hugel and Alan Brown. These are the three youngsters who I really do see the future as Preston with, especially in this career mode. But in the end, guys, we do actually get that Daniel Johnson deal accepted. He does accept, but the other two decline and would like a bit more money, which is understandable. So going into the next game, guys, we do come up against Nottingham Forest. So for this game, I decided to shuffle the team around a little bit. Against Hull, I wasn't not pleased, but I thought that we needed a bit of a reshuffle to actually go and beat this Nottingham Forest team. So I decided to go for a 3-5-2 formation, switching it up a little bit, I know, and taking a bit of a risk really going into this match, but I thought that playing 2 up front would be beneficial for us going into this game. So we do have a nice bit of possession here at the start of this game. It leads to Jermaine Beckford. Jermaine Beckford manages to shift past 3 players, manages to get a shot away in the end, but it just goes wide of the post. Really unlucky there, Jermaine Beckford. He went on a really good run there, twisting and turning past 3 players in the end, but he just fires his shot into the side netting. Really unfortunate that he can't get that goal in the end, and he really has been playing really well lately, Jermaine Beckford. He's been a bit of an impact sub at the moment, as he's not really been starting lately since Gunn and May have been playing well. But then Forest do come forward. We managed to get it half cleared, and then it falls to their player, who hits it on the half volley, and it manages to go into the top corner. What a goal this was in the end from Nottingham Forest. I couldn't believe it when this went in. It was Kirkland who came up with the punch. He was out of his net, and then what a strike that was, straight into the top corner. It was Bailey Wright who was on the line here. He got so close to getting that then. He really did try his best there to jump and get to it, but in the end, no one was going to stop that. It was an absolute rocket into the top corner, and funnily enough, their player actually got injured from that somehow. I'm not actually sure how, but we do get a chance there with Stevie May. Bit of a tame effort, to be honest, and it wasn't really going to trouble the keeper in all too much in the end. But even though we did have the lead in this, even though Forest did have the lead, they come forward here, they managed to hit the crossbar. In the end, we managed to scramble it away somehow. Forest were really looking for this second goal in this match, and credit to them for doing that. A lot of teams in this game especially would have just sat back on a lead. They managed to get a free kick here, take it, and Kirkland makes a good save there to deny Nottingham Forest. So like I said, Forest really were persisting with their pressure in this match, and we were very fortunate to hold on to this. But in the last minute, Jermaine Beckford wandering inside the box. Can he get a shot away? Jermaine Beckford twisting and turning. Is he taken out there? Yes, he is. And the referee points towards the penalty spot. This was the ultimate get out of jail card, guys. After Forest have had so many chances in this match, for us not really to have forced many chances, Jermaine Beckford in the last minute is absolutely taken down by, I believe that's their right back who took him down. And of course, I was going to give the penalty to Jermaine Beckford in the end. I had a look around at some of our other options, but Beckford was of course going to take it in the end. So Jermaine Beckford, could he score? Yes, he could. He puts it right into the roof of the net, and in the 90th minute, after they had had an absolute bombardment of chances against us, we managed to level it up, and this is what it's all about, guys. So I took a bit of a risk going into this match, especially with playing 3-5-2. That was definitely going to be a risk going into this game, but in the end, it was all worth it, since Jermaine Beckford managed to get us a get out of jail card with this penalty. It was a very good penalty in the end as well, right into the roof of the net from Jermaine Beckford, and he's obviously looking to rekindle his goal scoring form, which he's lost a bit lately since Joe Garner and Stevie May have come into the first team. Beckford's been a bit of an impact sub, but after this goal, maybe I'll bring him and reintroduce him back into the starting team. But literally, guys, that penalty was literally the last kick of the game, and it did actually finish 1-1 in the end, guys. So for this episode, we've actually had 3 draws. We had the 0-0 against Ipswich, the 1-1 against Hull, and our 1-1 against Forest. So it's been a bit of a consistent episode, is what I'm going to call it in the end, guys. So obviously Jermaine Beckford, of course, picking up man of the match at the end of that, guys. So going into next episode, these are the fixtures that we will have. So we have a game against Charlton, Leeds, QPR and Sheffield Wednesday. Leeds and QPR, they will be massive games for us. I'm very interested to play those games. Definitely, guys. So to wrap up this video, guys, I will show you the league table, of course, and we have actually, after those 3 draws, we've actually dropped outside the playoffs into 7th, but that's not too detrimental to our actual season, as there is quite a few clubs who are all on 52 points, so we're by no stretch of the imagination out of a playoff contention for this season, guys. So thank you so much for watching, guys. If you have enjoyed, make sure you do leave a like on this video. Your support on my career mode videos lately has been absolutely immense, so let's please keep that up and I'll be very grateful. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you check out all the links in the description down below. Make sure you check out my second channel as well, and I will see you all in the next one.